What's up, everyone, and welcome to Be Sacred Space. Here we're all about self-mastery, freedom, and co-creating our desired realities. I am the creator of this beautiful, amazing, and lit space. My name is Bianca, but you can call me B, and I'm here to inform, support, and empower you on your unique journey. So please stick around. I promise you will not be disappointed. Awesome, guys. If you guys are new here, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. Today, our topic today, as you can tell by the title, is how to win at the game called life. And so I just want to talk about, some tips that will help you, get through life, because sometimes it can be challenging, sometimes it can be confusing, and sometimes you just don't know what the fuck you're doing. So the first thing that you do when you are going through this going through life is to start your journey with intent, to not just get like swept in the flow of things, to go at life with you know a conscious intent. So that means, doing your best to become the best version of yourself, doing your best to find purpose here, doing your best to be a decent human being, like having the intentions of actually doing it instead of just blindly going through this life. The next way to win at life is to construct a toolbox of tools to help you navigate life. So your toolbox would consist of many different things. So you want something to have for when you're dealing with like an emotional crisis or just something that is emotionally triggering. So for me, that is like EFT, journaling, affirmations, talking to my best friend, hula hooping, um, drawing, doing things that I love, watching anime. You want things for when you encounter like trouble or problems. You want tools like self-defense. Like seriously, like all types of tools that you can use can go into your toolbox. Things to help you get in shape, things to keep you active, things that will help you, deal with your circumstances, to heal your experiences and your traumas. There's literally so much that can go into a toolbox. And I'm going to talk more about this in a workshop that I am working on. Yeah. The next thing is to be open-minded. So I noticed that a lot of people on like that I come into contact with, talk to, and just what I see, we're very close-minded. We gain a certain perspective of something, and then we hold on to it. And some of our perspectives and beliefs are outdated. But then when the opposite or a different type of perspective comes into our awareness, we become blocked off. We put up this wall. We fight against it. But a closed mind is probably the most expensive thing that you can have, and it'll cost you so much. So when you become open-minded, you allow like different information and experiences to come into your life, and it can really change your mind. It can really, yes, it can change your mind, but it can really change your life if you allow yourself to be more open-minded and to take in information that you normally wouldn't. So for an example, throughout my life, I really never really ate a whole lot of meat, like especially like red meat. And then when I was younger, my mom wanted to try a vegetarian diet, and it always kind of like stuck with me. And I ate like a little bit of meat, but not a whole lot. And then throughout my life, then I started becoming like I went vegan for some time, and then I was a vegetarian. And then throughout my life after that, I kind of went back and forth through vegetarian and vegan until about 3 years ago when I met this woman, really amazing woman. And she made me challenge the way that I perceived my dietary needs. And at the same time, I was also feeling intuitively called to add more meat to my diet, which I mean, at that point, like I was so like I used to be I used to be very like hard about like the vegan and vegetarian diet. Like if if anyone who knows me knows that like I used to think like that was life. Like you had to be vegan, you had to be vegetarian. And so it was very hard for me to change my opinion about it. And so when new information presented itself to me, I was very resistant to it. I was fighting tooth and nail. But then as I started going through my journey, I started intuitively feeling like that I needed to add meat. And one of that reasons is my daughter had a lot of like sensitivities and allergies to a lot of like alternate like plant-based stuff. So like nuts were out of the question, peas, like a lot of like the alternative stuff. So like our diet started like lacking a lot of nutrition because we were very restricted of what we could eat. So then I started adding more meat to our diet, and I feel like it helped a lot. So yeah, so allow yourself to be open-minded, even if you feel that your belief is strong, that there's no way of wavering, because things could change and we change and our perspective changes, and we have to be okay with making change. And that's so hard for people. I don't know why we get so stuck and stagnant in ways of being and thinking. I think it's really one of the most detrimental things to the human race. The next thing is to be willing to go with the flow of life. So that doesn't mean always just go with the flow of life, but sometimes we have, really good times in our lives. And so you need to enjoy those good times. And then sometimes we have times where we have to face some circumstances, some experiences. We may have to readjust the way that we're living, and that's okay. Like that is life. Life is not a consistent journey. Life has its ups and it has its downs and it has its roll arounds, and life gets pretty crazy. So it's best that we do our best to allow ourselves to go with the flow when it is necessary. So the next thing to win at the game of life is to understand where your power lies. And a lot of times we give our power out to external forces. We give our power to just external things. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that we can make, is not realizing that our power always has and always um, will be within us. And so it is up to us to discover how we tap into our personal power so that we can do the things that we want to do, that we can make the changes that we want to do, and that we can create what we want to create. So the next way to win at the game of life is to find loving, supportive, and like-minded individuals. And this will help your journey out so much. I mean, there's nothing like having people who support you, who love you, who are going to be there through, the thick and the thins, the ones who are going to call you out on your bullshit, the ones who are going to, encourage you and inspire you. We are social beings. We need community. We need people that rock with us, and even if that's just one person, that is more than enough. So try to find the people that you really feel like you can lean on, that really are supportive. So the next way to win at the game of life is to fall, make mistakes, fail, and start over. It is a journey that will be over before we know it. So we need to stop treating it like a race and learn to go at our own pace and not be afraid of failing, not being afraid of making mistakes and starting over. Oh my goodness. The amount of times I have failed and made mistakes and had to start all over is ridiculous. Like, I mean, I just went through this like a few months back and stuff, and I've had to start all over, even though like, I had my roots planted somewhere and I thought like that's where, my path was at or was going to be at for some time. And I had to uproot myself and my family and start all over again. And it's amazing. Like, it's good. Like, I feel happier where I'm at. I feel less stressed. I feel like life is just becoming more open for me. So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid of starting over. Sometimes failing, making mistakes is how we learn. And sometimes starting over is how we, get back on the right path. The next way to win at the game of life is to learn the objectives, which is to unlearn and relearn, to heal, express, and create. So we've been giving a lot of false information about ourselves, about our reality, and about our history. And these are very destructive to where we're going, because right now humanity basically lives in ignorance. And because we live in ignorance, we're easily manipulated and controlled. So it's up to us to unlearn a lot of the stuff that we are taught and relearn what is proper understanding and knowledge. And that's a journey. And I would say, like, honestly, it's your journey. So when you're going through this process of unlearning and relearning, don't look for like a guru or someone who you think knows better from you. Like, take what they have and then do your own research, your own studying, and come up with what you find is true for you. It's not really what I want to say. It's kind of the best thing I can say right now. But I really do believe that the only one who can find truth is you. I mean, obviously, there are people who are giving amazing information out there, but even the best people will, like, one of the best teachers out there will tell you, like, they're not your guru, they're not your leader, and to do your own research. So, unlearning and relearning is all about doing your own researching and finding out what's true in your own way. The next thing is to heal. If you live on planet Earth, if you have a TV, if you have social media, if you watch TV, like, you have healing to do. We live in such a traumatic experience, like a reality right now, just the way it's set up, and that it distorts our perception. It distorts how we view ourselves, how we view, the world. So healing helps us, kind of clear all that muck and gain clarity and be able to see clearer. So I know that right now, like, self-care and self-love and shadow work is really big now, but like, that's not no joke. Like, I honestly believe that everybody needs to partake in their own healing. And then expressing and creating. So we are naturally creators. We create all the time. So our thoughts, our emotions, our actions, our inactions, they're always creating. They're always creating in our experience, in our reality, and they're always affecting the collective. And so we have to harness this power and consciously become creators. And so that's, understanding how our mind works, understanding how our experiences work, and learning how to consciously create so that we can create the necessary and desired changes that we wish to see. The next way to win at life is to do your best to be a decent human beings. Like we are all going through our own human experience and some a little bit more tougher than the others, but we still all deserve empathy and respect. And unfortunately, we live in a time where being disrespectful, being an asshole, like that's normalized, that is okay. Being bullies is okay. Like it's funny because we say that we don't like that. Like okay, so say your kid goes to school and your child is experiencing someone being a bully, we're so opposed of that, but then we allow corporations and the police force to bully us and to coerce us, and we say that's okay because that's their job. And so like that is not okay. Like we all need to be decent human beings regardless of what your title is, what your status is. So do your best to be a decent human being. Like I don't know, it's my personal opinion, but I think the world would be better if we all just try to be better. And then the last way to win at life is to have fun and enjoy it. And I know personally for me, I tend to take life a little bit serious, but then I also realized that I don't know. I think at the end, life is a joke. Like it will come and it will go just as quickly. And there's no point of stressing too much, taking it too serious. Have fun, do what you enjoy, jump into puddles, go down the slide, play children's game, play with your kids. Like actually, if you have young kids, play with them, have fun and enjoy life. I think it makes life a little bit more easier. It helps reduce stress, and you never know what you discover about yourself. Like, I mean, I talk about this all the time. Like, I love hula hooping. I never could hula hoop as a child. And even now, when, I tell people I hula hoop, they think just regular, like, waist hooping. But then, like, when I actually hula hoop, I get so much joy and pleasure out of it. I love when people are watching me. I love when people, like, join me to hula hoop because I always have, like, a lot of hula hoops with me because I like people to have the options to have fun and enjoy life. So, yeah, that's all I really had today. Thank you for stopping by. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at b.sacred.space. And I will see you guys next time. Please take care, everyone. And don't you ever forget, you are powerful, you are valuable, you are appreciated, you are so loved, you are an amazing, incredible being, and there's no one else here like you. And you should rejoice in that. All right, guys, take care.